So, funny story. Earlier, whenever I hung this long overhead right here, whenever I started loosening that come along, that 2 7/8 oil filled pipe just fell out. The weld broke off of that 2 7/8 pipe. I've experienced this before with welding with 6010 or cellulose, is your welds will crack and or not bond to this old oil filled pipe real good. So later in the video, I'm going to share a couple of tips to help you avoid this very situation. So stick around for that. And if you are interested in all the nitty-gritty details on how to build pipe fence or how to put together a quick welding rig, you will want to check out our online trade school, arosswelding.school. Over there we've got a couple of courses that I just mentioned. One of them is called the pipe fence course. That's our biggest course. That was our first course that we ever put up. And the other one is the quick rig course. But I wanted to mention it to those of you that may be new around here and to those of you that want to build your own pipe fence. Maybe you're a mobile rig welder, maybe you have a mobile welding business and you want to add pipe fence to your offerings, if you will, to your customers. Or maybe you're just a landowner or a homesteader and you want to learn how to build your own fence to save you some money. You will want to check out arosswelding.school. And to save even more money, you will want to make sure to get on our email list. That way we can send you an email whenever we put the courses on sale. We try to put them on sale 2 or 3 times a year. And to make sure you get notified, you will want to go to our website, arosswelding.school. There on the homepage, there should be a 2-line, not questionnaire, but like a 2-line situation. It's just your name and your email. You should get a confirmation email saying that you are now on our email list. And so just wanted to let you know about that to make sure and save you even more money when it comes to these courses. So the whole intention behind these online courses is to help you live a better quality of life by learning things faster and saving you lots more money. So for instance, the pipe fence course is full of 10 years of my experience building pipe fence and other types of fences for that matter. We touch on several different types of fence. That's why I mentioned homesteaders. But 10 years plus it took me to learn all this stuff, and you now have access, or if you purchase the course, you will have access to it and be able to learn all that information in technically less than a couple of days, but to actually get the hands-on experience, call it a couple of months or however long it takes you to do your project. So that's the goal of the courses, is to help you save time and money. That's arosswelding.school. Punch in your name and email there on the home page, and we will send you an email whenever we have any sales going on with the courses. We got to run a piece of 2 7/8 from here to there and from there to there, because this chute hooks to these posts, and these posts are leaning real bad. But to keep them from leaning, I'm going to pull them over this way and tie it to that post back yonder. So get it back level is the goal. Tie it to that other one, that way whenever they run cows through here, it has something more than just this single post to yank on. We'll connect this to here and that to the chute by chain or welding. Still needs to go quite a bit. Holy cannoli, roly-poly. What is this one showing? Oh, see, that ain't good, because it needs to be pulled back that way. I'll crank on a little bit more, but I don't know if we'll be able to get it all the way or not. Oh yeah, much better. But what does this post show? So it's not plumb, it needs to lean back, but I'll just live with it like this, and now I can go ahead and take my measurement. You might be wondering, what are you using to hold that piece of pipe up on this other side? This is a Matthew Dearman, I think they call it an ultra clamp, but you can fit anywhere from 2" to, what is it, 5 or 6" I think you can fit 6" pipe with this. But I just clamped it on there and it held this one side up for me. Because this is roughly 10 foot wide. It's been trying to rain on us out here, but we've got our overheads put in, and now we're extending this gate 12 inches and extending that gate 12 inches taller with some 2" OD pipe. Got one piece cut right here for the long gate. Coming right along, little old farm work. I put me another little overhead up here to get that section of fence over there to lean back this way a little bit. So, funny story, you might have noticed I was welding uphill, and for those of you that have followed, you know that I talk a lot about welding downhill, because that's what I did whenever I was pipelining. But earlier, whenever I hung this long overhead right here, I had a couple of good tacks with 6010. That's what I'm welding with right now, 1/8 6010. And I let the I let that clamp down over here. I let it down, and my tacks were on top too, on top. And then whenever I started loosening that come along, that 2 7/8 oil filled pipe just fell out. So it broke, the weld broke off of that 2 7/8 pipe. I've experienced this before with welding with 6010 or cellulose, is your welds will crack and or not bond to this oil field, this old oil field pipe real good. So for one, I weld those uphill. That'll help. If you don't have 7018, welding uphill is better than welding downhill. And on everything else that I've tacked up, I've tacked it on bottom. Whenever I tacked that one back up, I tacked it on bottom. That way, if it does get loose, at least that weld, and if it does break loose from the 2 7/8 rather than the upright, it has something to sit on and it won't fall out. So I just wanted to mention that that's why I'm welding the rest of this old used pipe uphill. So again, either 7018 to help with this problem, or weld uphill with 6010. And on those, that upright up there, I actually welded uphill, and then I put 2 more passes uphill on it. So that was just my preference. But again, 7018 is another good hack, if you will. I just wanted to reiterate, I said 7018, but I should have said 7018 uphill. And the next best thing is 6010 uphill. That just one pass 6010 uphill, as long as it's a quality weld, that's going to be better than one downhill pass. And then on this old oil field pipe. And then if you are going to weld downhill, I recommend running at least 2 passes. One, to seal it up, and then one, maybe turn up your heat a little bit, and one over that. But really on something like this where it's got some pressure on it, because it took me quite a bit of come alonging to pull that post over. So something like this, I would actually recommend 3 downhill passes total if you're going to weld downhill. So 1 pass to seal it up, and then 2 cap passes, if you will, right next to each other over that first pass. Coming right along, got this gate extended. Now had to intentionally angle this way so it would clear this. I've helped them work cattle before, and I'm pretty sure it's handy to be able to swing this in to kind of use this as a makeshift squeeze chute or something. But I'm worried that the earth is gonna move and things are gonna expand and it's gonna get caught right here. But one good thing about putting these overheads is that kind of helps with gates shifting like that, or at least I'm hoping. One thing's for sure, we are going to learn. We will observe this over the year, during the cold weather, warm weather, all of it, and we'll see if it ever hangs up, because there's not much play at all right here. But there you have it. Overheads are up, gates are extended. There's a couple of other things that I was gonna try to get to on this particular day, but I didn't get to them. But that was the main objective, was so my brother-in-law could get the palpation chute or whatever it's called, and the chute hooked up with chains. And so I just wanted to make sure and get them overheads up. Fortunately for me in this situation, I have helped my in-laws work cattle. So that's just one thing I wanted to mention here that I thought of earlier. When it comes to being a mobile welder or a welder in general, it really helps and actually adds value to your customer if you, as the welder, fabricator / engineer, knows like what's going on and how things work. You can actually be a better fabricator and add more value because you know how it works. So in my situation, I've been there whenever they were working cattle, so I kind of, I kind of know the why I'm doing what I'm doing, and what's good to sand down or what's good to cut out or what's, like, and I still ask questions and have conversations with my wife and my brother-in-law about what kind of modifications they need done, because I don't work cattle with them very often anymore because I'm mostly doing the welding, the maintenance side of things here on the farm. So all that to say is I still have conversations with them, and we're still racking our brains about what could be better, this, that, and the other. So all that to say is it helps as a welder fabricator in any welding business to ask your client questions and even do your own research, but definitely ask them questions, get to know them. And I mean, questions that they wouldn't even think that you would need to know, because that's going to help you do your job better. So just wanted to mention that, something I thought about earlier, and ask questions and get to know what it is that you're working on or what you're modifying, because like I said, it's gonna help you do a better job and add more value to your customers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you're interested in the pipe fence course or the other courses over there, make sure and get on our email list. That way you get notified about the sales whenever we do put the courses on sale. That's arosswelding.school. If you're interested in the soapstone that you see me use in today's video, or any other tools that you may have seen me use in previous videos, you can find some of those tools on our website, arosswelding.com/shop. And you can also find digital prints, other helpful resources over there on our main website, arosswelding.com. So, like I said, hope you have an awesome weekend. Hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, learn something every day.